Good morning and welcome back. I will apologize now because yesterday there was no car sequence. There was no car video because when I went to edit it, for some reason the car journey was scrambled. I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure that this is working now, and we're all set to go. Hopefully. Can see the mic is working, everything seems fine, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny because yesterday I must have spent 20 minutes just talking to myself to a camera that wasn't recording. Not that I don't talk to myself anyway, because obviously this is just a camera, but you get the gist. Felt pretty stupid when I came back home and I had no car video, but yeah, that's alright. I mean, I wasn't really saying anything, you know, it was just too out of this world. Well, essentially yesterday I had chest. Well, it was a push day really, because I did chest, shoulders and triceps all at once. It was a pretty good workout. The video is out, should be out anyway. But yeah, it was a pretty good workout. Very nice pump. Lifted heavy weights for 4 reps. You know how it goes. But yeah, it was really nice. Now today we have back again. Yeah, and today is the free weight back day again. Well, again, it's the free weight back day, which means I'm gonna start with a lat pull down, but then I'm moving to more free weight exercises. So bend over barbell row, which is one of my personal favorite ones. I find that this sort of exercises, when you leave your back free to sort of move and do stuff, when I say free, I mean there is no support, no chest support. It does something. Oh, sorry, let me make sure that I don't fucking cross. But yeah, it does something. It's just the free weight thing. It makes you stronger. It gives you the bigger muscles that you want, obviously, but it works out the entire back because nothing is really isolated, if this makes sense. So you get good results, very good results from it. So yeah, but then, I mean, I'll be very honest, they're terrible exercises. When I say terrible, I mean energy-wise, expenditure. You can injure yourself fairly easily with those. So I wouldn't actually, this might be controversial, but I wouldn't actually recommend doing those if you're a beginner just getting to the gym for the first time. I would actually recommend doing the machines first, and the time will come that you should move to free weights. The thing with free weights is you can just add weight indefinitely, almost. What I mean by that is, like, how many kilograms can you add on a barbell, really? 300? Even if you don't have the, you know, the special Olympic plates that are very nice and very thin. I'm talking about like a casual gym that everybody's going to. How much weight can you add to a barbell? I would be shocked if it's anything less than 300 kilos. So are you gonna do bend over barbell rows with 300 kilos? No. So, see my point? Same with squats, man. I mean, what, are you gonna do more than 300 kg squat? You potentially, which is impressive as hell, but if you're doing hypertrophy, I don't see how doing 300 kilograms squat for hypertrophy is good. There are better options. So yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about free weights. And the other thing, as I said, it's like your body is free to move the way that it wants. There is no support, and I guess this could be bad and good at the same time. So it's kind of like a high risk, high reward sort of style of training when you do free weights, because this workout mainly consists of free weights with no there's no chest support on my chest, so my back all the way from the top to the bottom, it's just free to move. And that's good because, well, obviously range of motion, and you work cut the entire back, not just a portion of it. But at the same time, you could injure yourself with these. They're also very taxing. This is another thing. They are very, very taxing movements. When you do free weights, you gotta know that, you know, perhaps you should do less exercises than usual. Perhaps you should do less sets than usual. Now, I'm not saying, important distinction, I'm not saying leave reps in reserve. Not saying that. I'm saying that the movement itself is very taxing, the free weight movement, compared to a machine or a cable. So you might find that if you're really pushing it and you push to failure almost on every single set, you will find that you can do less sets, less reps, whatever, but you can do less, not more. And it's natural, man. I mean, if you're lifting heavy and then you do free weights as well, barbell squats, bend over barbell rows, you're using the bends, and you're doing you know, barbell or dumbbell presses, either on incline or flat bends, doesn't matter. Point is, if the weight is free and it's not kind of like controlled, or you have no support, then it's much more likely to tire yourself out quickly, but you get more out of it. It's just the way that it is. You get more out of it, of the movement, of everything. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about yesterday, because I did mention a couple of things as well yesterday on the car. I mentioned diet, and this is important because I am cutting right now, and it started raining again. Gotta love England, man. But yeah, I'm on a cut. I have been on a cut for about a month or so. I think it's slightly more than that, but I have been on a cut for about a month or so. I haven't said anything about dieting and nutrition on this channel yet, but I think I will at some point. I'm gonna start talking about it. I'm gonna start telling, because it is so important. I'm sure a lot of you out there know this, but look, man, I mean, if you're not eating properly, all the time in the gym that you spend is not for nothing, but it's not gonna do much either. The food that you consume, not just the quality, but the quantity, is very, very, very important. I'll give you an example. So right now, I eat around 3,000 calories-ish. It fluctuates. Sometimes it's 2,800, sometimes it's 3,200. I barely go above, to be honest, I barely go above 3,000 calories at the moment. So, for me, 3,000 calories at the weight that I'm currently at is, I'd say it's an aggressive cut, because I use the chronometer app. Shout out to More Plates, More Dates, Derek. Yeah, this is the first time that I learned about this app was from him. But this is an amazing app for a variety of reasons. Essentially, guys, it's MyFitnessPal on flipping steroids, because it tells you everything that you need to know, not just the macronutrients, not just the amount of food, as in calories that you consume. It tells you how much of its vitamin you've consumed. It tells you how much of the minerals and all the different proteins you've consumed. That gives you a better idea of you know, where your diet at the end of the day is it's lacking. And most people's diet, they do lack in some way, shape or form. I'll give you an example. Even now, even though I'm on a diet, and even though I know my shit, I guess I shouldn't say it that way, but what I'm getting at is I don't get enough omega-3 on my own, like from food. I have to supplement with omega-3 because I just don't get enough, because I don't need fatty fishes. I love salmon, I do, but it's high in calories, and there are better options if you're cutting. Does this mean that you can't have salmon when you cut? No, because at the end of the day, it's all about calories in, calories out. I had people asking me this question: how do I lose weight? What do I eat? And I say, it doesn't matter what you eat. It matters how much calories do you consume on a daily basis. It's thermodynamics at the end of the day, guys. It's like if your baseline is, let's say, 2,500 calories, and you consume 2,000 calories, and you eat only donuts and pizza, but you only eat 2,000 calories instead of 2,500, you are going to lose weight. Yes, you're going to lose weight on pizzas and fucking donuts. It's just the way that it is. Thermodynamics. Your body needs 2,500 calories. Now, the issue with food that is not sufficiently nutritious, donuts and most of the time pizzas, the issue with that is that you don't get the macronutrients that you need, you don't get the vitamins, you don't get the minerals, you don't give your body enough. Although you've given it the calories, you're not giving your body enough of the other stuff to go ahead and kind of like, you know, produce the testosterone, produce the chemicals, give your body enough protein so it can sort of repair the muscles that you damage at the gym. It's not just about the calories when you're trying to build, when you're doing bodybuilding, when you're trying to build your body, when you're trying to add muscle. It isn't just about the calories, unfortunately. It's a bit more complicated than that. Not a lot more complicated, but at the end of the day, calories in, calories out, you can't go wrong with that. And everybody who says otherwise, they're fucking out of the rocket. Bring them here. Let me tell them. Let me fucking put them on a diet. On flipping 2,000 calories a day. On pizza. And show them how you can lose weight if you only eat 2,000 calories and your baseline is around 2,500 calories. When I say baseline, I mean the amount of calories that you need to maintain your current body weight. So whatever that may be, you might be fat. Doesn't matter. If your baseline means the amount of food you need, the amount of calories you need to maintain your current body weight, whatever that might be. So I am cutting at the moment. As I said, I eat around 3,000 calories a day. It's a bit less than that. How much should I eat if I wanted to maintain my current weight? Around 4. Just a bit south of 4. It's not actually 4, it's around 3,800 or so. So my cut is a bit aggressive because I'm cutting more than 500 calories from my baseline a day. Why is this aggressive? It's just the way that sort of your body works. Cutting 500 calories, let's say that, you know, you're a big dude and you work out a lot and your baseline is 4,000 calories to maintain your current weight. If you're gonna start eating 2,500 calories, 3,500 calories, so from 4 you go down to 3,500, that is actually recommended because you're gonna lose around, I think it's around half a kilo of, more or less half a kilo of body fat a week, which is very, very good. And this is how you should approach it. You shouldn't really start cutting aggressively. They say that anything above 500 calories deficit on a daily basis is actually too much. It means you cut aggressively, it means your body will take longer to adjust. You're not killing yourself, but it's just, I'm talking about what's the best way to go about it. You may ask then, why am I not doing that? Because let's just say that the bulk was a bit more aggressive too. So, look, let me put it this way. If you for 6 months, let's say that you eat, let's say your baseline was 3,000 calories and in 6 months you always eat, on average, 1,000 calories more on top of that. So you have a surplus of 1,000 every single day, so you eat 4,000 calories. and that's your bulking period. What you then need to do is for 6 months to eat at 2,000 calories. So you go from your baseline, you go down to, you just have to take the difference. So if you were eating at 1,000 calorie surplus, now you need to eat at 1,000 calorie deficit if you want to get to the same level that you were. Not necessarily the same level, but if you want to lose the same weight that you gained, obviously hopefully, you know, keep a little bit of muscle, but I'm talking about the body fat, because this is what this is about now. You're just gonna have to do the same for 6 months. So if for 6 months you were eating around 1,000 calorie surplus, and then you want to lose that extra body fat that you gained, then you need for 6 months to eat on 1,000 calorie deficit. It's just the way that it is. It's, at the end of the day, guys, it's maths. It doesn't, like, when you consume calories, they don't, your body doesn't save them and then magically discards them after a certain period of time. Unfortunately, as much as I would have liked that to be true, it's not the case. Your body will, one way or the other, use the calories that you give it. And if it doesn't need to use them, it stores them as body fat. That's what body fat is. It's a storage of energy. A rather annoying storage of energy, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, or, you know, if you don't want to do 1,000 calorie deficit a day, which is understandable, what you're then gonna have to do for the 6 months that you were eating at 1,000 calorie surplus, what you now have to do is 12 months of 1,000, so 500 calories a day deficit, if you are gonna lose that body fat that you gained. Otherwise, it will stay on, unfortunately. So yeah, the reason that I'm doing 800 is because my bulk was a bit aggressive, and I'll be very honest, I gained weight and I gained strength, and my lifts were very good, very, very stable and very nice. So I know that there was some benefit from me gaining extra body fat, but it has come to a point where I don't want to, not only I don't want to gain anymore, I want to lose the body fat that I did gain, because, well, I'm a bodybuilder, I like aesthetics, I like having a thin waist, and it's just the thing with me as well. You're gonna get to know that I don't really have much body fat naturally. I don't have much body fat on my upper body or on my arms. My legs are very skinny, they're skinny. My calves at least are skinny as hell. But yeah, quads wise as well, I don't really hold much body fat there, but I do hold it here around my stomach. It's just the way that it is. Some people, I know some people like that. Some people gain weight, gain body fat, and it goes here. I'm talking about men as well. So I know someone, Maria. I'm not gonna name him Maria, but he knows. It's just his body. Like he gained so much weight, and he didn't lose his abs. Well, I mean, they were less visible, but he didn't lose his abs. If I gained that much weight, I would instantly lose my abs. It's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. And I have very skinny arms, which, again, it looks fucking good. It looks fucking good, because on a daily basis, obviously I'm wearing t-shirts and shit, but I look good. Because my arms are skinny, so there's veins everywhere, and that's nice. But yeah, I'll wrap this up just because I just got to the gym. Doesn't look too busy, which is nice. But yeah, I'll wrap this up. Hopefully this was interesting to you guys, talking about diet and not about lifting weights in a weird way. But yeah, I'm gonna see you inside. Back in at the gym then. I'm still on my warm-up, but I thought this was an excellent opportunity to just remind you that I do warm up. I don't want you guys to think that I'm going into a set without warming up. But yeah, warm up is pretty simple. So whatever exercises is first, I do a set at 50% of the weight, then a set at 60, 70% of the weight, and then a set at 90. And then the fourth set is the actual weight that I'm going to be doing for the exercise, but the reps at like 2 or 3. I find this is kind of like the best way to do it. So yeah, so this is the third warm-up set. Not really a set, doesn't count towards sets, but still, third warm-up set. It's about 80-90% of the weight, something like that. Not gonna rep it out, but just to get me in the mood. Yep, water moving. Alright, we're going to move into the last set. I'm going to do a drop set. So, rep the full stack. When I fail, probably go all the way up there. I'm trying to do a drop set, see how that feels. This is going to be spicy. Whew. Might be too late. We're gonna do that. Right, 10 seconds. Right, moving on to bend over barbell rows. Same principle as on every other workout. Second exercise that you do a warm-up set. Just because you're much more likely, I'll say this again, to use different muscles, or biomechanically the move is going to be different, therefore you're going to incorporate different muscles than you did on your first exercise. So warm up on your second one. Obviously I'm warmed up, but look, I mean on this I'm going to start using my lower back a bit more. It's a good idea to just do a set which is warm up. It's a warm up weight, it's not a lot of weight for me anyway. And yeah, do one of those. Yeah, it's good enough. Right, so I said it's in the car. Bend over barbell rows is probably one of the best exercises to get the strength and the size, the girth on your back. The more free weights you do, the stronger you become and the bigger you become as a result. So that's 100 kg on the bar. Well, 80, 20 is the bar. So that's 100. Gonna rep that one as close to failure as possible. Probably to failure too sometimes, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, work hard, squeeze, and ready to go. I'm just gonna catch my breath, because I think muscle-wise I'm good to go. I'm pretty sure. But you never really know until you start grabbing the bar and you're like, fuck, I can't even grip the bar. But that's alright. Alright, speaking of, last set, 100 kg, smash the reps, and then I'm just gonna, what do I have, biceps? I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else for my back. It feels very used, in the nicest way possible, but still used. We don't like used, we like new, brand new. Alright. Oh, one more, come on. Oh, you know what? I actually feel good. I might do one more back exercise after this. I know you should reserve biceps for last, but I still have to do. I want to do hammer curls because last time I did back this week, I did triceps. So this is mostly the inner side of the muscle of the bicep, like the inner bicep, not the outer bicep. So hammer curls do this side. Not that the preacher doesn't, not that you're not using the outer side of the bicep when you do the preacher, or you just do the normal curls with the dumbbells, but it is mostly here. Like if you do the movement, I just did it and I felt it. If you do the movement, you feel it here. This is what I feel most of the pain right here. So, whereas when you do this, it kind of moves towards the outer area. So yeah, but honestly, it didn't feel that bad. So I'll give it another go, see how it goes, but then I'm gonna, or I might just do the exercise, the entire exercise here, and then I might move to, hopefully, if a bench is free, I might move to dumbbells or hammer curls, yeah. Supporting my knee. Let's go. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was alright. When you do preacher, or when you do the normal sort of movement with the dumbbells, this is what is being predominantly worked out. When you do hammer curls, you can feel it, you feel the pain here, well the lactic acid building up here. So there's two portions of your bicep, the outer and the inner. And depending on what you do, you train the outer or the inner. So yeah, just be aware of that. The bicep is split in two. Slightly heavier this time. Right. That was nice. So I'm gonna go up to 45. I usually do 50s here, however, because this is at the end of the workout, I thought to myself be reasonable, but I think 45 is good enough. 40s felt a bit light, so. Oh. Yeah, as I said, take a couple of seconds just to catch your breath, because the other side, muscle-wise, should be ready to go anyway. Oh. Last set, and we get to go home. Stretching the lats. Whew. Yeah, and with that, we're gonna call it a day. A very successful day, so see you next time.